In this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to build honeycomb shelves just like these, made from fence pickets that you can pick up from any of the big box stores. Alright, in this project, I'm going to start off by planing my fence picket down first. Most of the other projects I'll just sand them down, but for this one or any of the projects where I'm going to use these as a shelf, like there's a spice rack that I built, I plane them down, that way all of my pieces are the same thickness and they look a lot better. So now what I'm going to do is set up my table saw. I'm going to try to rip a straight edge, or straight as I possibly can, with my table saw, and you'll see that the boards, they're pretty well warped and bowed. And you'll also see damage on some of the fence pickets from banding and the way they're stored in the big box stores. I try to cut those out of the projects if I can. This project, my shelf width is going to be cut to 4 inches wide. At the miter saw, set your angle to 30 degrees. When you make your first cut, just measure out the distance that you want your boards to be. Mine are going to be 5.5 inches. You just flip and you make your second cut. Each shelf will have 6 boards. At 5.5 inches, I was able to get enough for 2 honeycomb shelves and about 4 panels left over. To start assembling my shelves, I used a piece of scrap fence picket to make a straight edge jig on one of my tables. I fastened that down with brad nails so it doesn't move. And then this trick here I saw on another YouTube channel. I wish I could remember the video because I would definitely give them props. You take a piece of painter's tape and you run across the back of your boards. Once you get it nice and secure with the tape, you just simply take it and flip it over. Once you flip it over, you can glue your edges or glue your joints a lot better. And you'll see here in a minute, I fought with my glue bot, so I edited that out. Once you get done gluing it, you just simply grab your pieces and you roll them up. Once you get it rolled up, fasten the tape down, and the tape helps to hold it secure. And then once I get it nice and secure, I'm going to lay it down on the table. Once I get it in the table, I butt it up against my straight edge jig and I start popping brad nails in. And I will say this, it's easy to shoot brad nails through shelves like this, so it is best that you create some type of a backstop, some type of a rigid jig to hold your work in place, or it will move, and when it starts moving on you, it'll pop the brad through the shelf. The first rotation I go through, I place 2 brads in each shelf or each board. Nice spark off that one. I thought that was pretty cool, so I left it in the video. And then once I get 2 per board, I start on the other side and I shoot 1 in the middle of both of those. And as you're assembling each one of your honeycombs, it's good to look at the outside cuts. If you can, while you're on the assembly table portion of it, take the 2 roughest outside cuts and place those together. That way you can hide those against the other shelves. I do use wood glue on these. I clamp them up. I use an auto center punch to set my pilot holes, and I place 2 1-inch screws in each one of the shelves. I do recommend that you dry fit these in several different configurations to see what works out best for you. The first configuration I did, I thought it looked okay until I stood it up and started looking at it, and it kind of looked like, well, looked like a 1980s breakfast cereal that I used to eat when I was a kid. It's also a good idea when you first stand it up, you might do what I did. I stood it up on the edge like this. It looked really cool until I realized, hey man, you can't really stack anything on that. So shelves like this, when they're configured right, they would be good for small plants, pictures, trinkets, things like that to hang on your wall. So if you like this build, you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll try to get some more videos up here soon.